Well, I'm going out west where the winds blow tall. There's only fairy don't you used to date my mom. They got some money out there, they're giving it away. I'm gonna do what I want, I'm gonna get paid. Do what I want, I'm gonna get paid. Little brown sausage just lying in the sand. Well, I ain't no extra, baby, I'm a leading man.
We got an hour left.
Like the rolling off the soul, they're so proud of me. Old 88 and the devil's on a leash. Old 88 and the devil's on a leash. Yeah, I know karate and voodoo too well. Now I try to make myself forget about you. I don't need no extras, baby, I got real scars. I got hair on my chest that look good without a shirt. I don't drive like a fool in a high-speed chase. My friends think I'm ugly, they say I got a masculine face. I got drugs and strip courage, I can really drive. Oh, change my name to Hannibal, maybe just Rex. Change my name to Hannibal, maybe just Rex. I know karate, voodoo too. No, try to make myself forget about you. I don't need no extras, baby, I got real scars. I got hair on my chest. She looks good without a shirt on. Going out west will appreciate me. Going out west, they'll 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 appreciate me. I'm going out Well, I don't know, try to make myself forget about you. Don't need no extras, baby, I got real scars. I got hair on my chest. She looks good without a shirt on. Would whoever this amp is, would they mind if I used it? I don't know who's. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Give it up for 3 Foot Swagger. Make some noise. Show them some love. Give it up for yourselves, Georgia, for showing up to this kind of event. Some people didn't have the courage to make it, but we all showed up, so make some noise for yourself. That sounds like y'all still with us. Say it again, my man. Give it to me. Viva la Revolution! Viva la Revolution! Viva la Revolution! I love y'all. Check it out. We're going to rock out with DJ Lion for just a second while we fix all these chords and get them straight. So have a good time. Listen, we don't want you to leave. Nobody leave. But if you have to use the restroom, from what I understand, right around that corner, there are some porta potties. One. Al Harmon. Give it up for Al Harmon. Just hang out with us. DJ, you ready? DJ Lion, let's do it.
Hey, if you're ready for some more help quitting smoking, I'm here for you, man. Blue glasses.
Special guest for you. This gentleman has been in the game for over 40 years. Have you heard of the Million Marijuana March? That's big, I'm telling you. I want you to make some noise. Give it up. Feel good about yourself. Feel good about what you're doing. And make it up. Make some noise for Paul Cornwell. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. He is about to go in. Paul Cornwell.
All right, give it up for DJ. Thank you, man. And those tough brothers. Thank you very much. And I want to thank Harry Hydro and Jonathan Weaver and Tanya from Normal and so many other people that keep the movement alive here in Georgia. It's been a long war. I started in '71 with the first smoke-in Athens, Georgia, Student Senate. They were having a referendum on whether marijuana should be legal in 1971, which, by the way, won 56% in favor of legalization.
We won.
In 1971, 40 years ago. So the Student Senate was supposed to pass on the referendum, and we had a little smoke-in their lobby. This is before I actually had met any yippies and knew what a smoke-in was. But they banned the Student Senate from meeting there for the next 3 years, which was some kind of input. So then I went on, I got busted in South Texas with 90 pounds of pot, which kind of set my head straight on this reform idea. And I don't know if you know, back then the Vietnam War was raging, and the Nixon Intercept was started in 1971, which busted thousands and thousands of youths across the country for marijuana. Although the people of America had already been suffering under the laws in the country, across the country, severely. I mean, in Georgia, the penalty was 10 to life, Texas, 2 to life. And so I became involved, and I went to the July 4th smoke-in 1974 and 75 and met all the yippies there that doing the July 4th protest in front of the White House in Lafayette Park. This year to be the 44th year in front of the White House.
And so I met a lot of people there at the July 4th Smoke-In, including Ed Rosenthal, Dana Beale, who invented the Smoke-In, Keith Strout from Normal, and others, Gatewood Galbraith from Kentucky. And I was coming up with an idea back then to do marijuana futures and fundraising for marijuana organizations at the time. And so we founded International Marijuana Wholesalers and Distributors and sold marijuana futures in t-shirts, which helped pay for the white papers for Jack Harrar and helped fund the OMI and CMI efforts in 1980. CAMP was formed in 1977. We organized for the first time for our event at Hurt Park right over here with 1,000 demonstrators for the first Atlanta Smoke-In. And subsequent to that, the next year we did the first Gainesville Smoke-In and the first Tallahassee, Florida Smoke-In. And I started participating with the Yippies in New York. And I'm giving you this little history background because I'm going to get into why we're here, why it's so important, because I'm not here to rant and rave as I normally do and yell at the governor directly. I want to talk to y'all personally about why it's such a long war and why we can succeed. It's not about division, although there have been division with the many marijuana groups over the years over philosophy on how to do it, how to implement it, how's the most successful way to have it implemented. But it's about union and coalition and unity. And the perseverance of each of you as an individual and how much each one of your individual efforts count. It's not about quantity, it's about quality, and it's about how you get with your friends and those you know and make a stand. Stand up. And stand up and stay true to your principles and stay true to your cause. And when you talk to people, bring it up. So that's what I did. We started fundraising and I started participating with the July 4th Coalition, which I was privileged to organize for 5 years and got to develop a lot of great friends around the country. Keith Stroop among them. Dana Beale invented the Smoke-In 1968. And Rob Campy, who was head of California Normal and went on to institute the MPP, Marijuana Policy Project. And since then, thousands of groups have established themselves all over the country and all over the world, which is manifest with the Million Marijuana March each spring, the first weekend in May, or that first week in May, which, by the way, is at globalcannabismarch.com. And you can participate. We have one here every year, usually following a 420 event, which I understand is in planning. So, it's not about who you know, it's about what you know. Educate yourself and educate your friends and your associates about what's going on around you, what's going on in your state, what's going on in your region, what's going on nationally. 40 years now, I don't think there's a city hall or a state capitol that marijuana reformers haven't demonstrated in. And as evident here with so many organizations trying to develop a cohesive lobbying effort in the state of Georgia to implement laws that are already on the books. As you know, marijuana legislation was passed in 1981 that implemented medical marijuana in Georgia in 1981, 30 years ago. And they sat on their hands either out of fear or ignorance or just plain shameful opposition to benefit patients and to propagate a study why medical marijuana is beneficial. It was one of the first states to pass medical marijuana, yet we're still waiting. This last year, the state legislature and the state medical board is implementing the Patient Qualification Review Board, which reviews the doctors and patients for a study for cancer, chemotherapy, wasting, and glaucoma. Up to now, they only have 3 doctors. They need 6. Only 3 people have applied. So if you know a doctor or a pharmacist or somebody in the medical field that would like to join this Patient Qualification Review Board and have medical marijuana in Georgia, educate yourself on MMNA 1981 and try to lobby in your own individual fashion for medical marijuana in Georgia, a study, which incidentally the feds have come around now studying the Georgia program because they're trying to figure out a way to eliminate the 14 states that have passed recommendation in dispensaries by instituting a medical marijuana tablet and medical program to be licensed, maybe through licensing their own patents that the Human Health and Human Resources has made for cannabinoids. The federal government actually has patents for marijuana, and have it instituted through pharmacies and prescriptions through doctors, and eliminating all the dispensaries. So I want to tell you a little bit about why medical marijuana. I was in the first meeting to decide to move for medical marijuana heavily. It was attended by Dennis Perone, who I've known since 1971. I was actually selling pot to California then, and he had the big top there. And Steve D'Angelo, who now has Harborside, the biggest dispensary in the country, started working with us when he was 18, with a company I started, International Marijuana. And they're trying to institute a program that would make medical marijuana out of the realm of smoking, and institute a program that you have to really be sick to get a license or a prescription for marijuana. It's more than that. As Dennis Perone once told me, all uses of marijuana are medical. Yeah. And we know this from experience, because we know we become depressed, or we need to calm down, or there's so many myriad other illnesses that benefit from use of medical marijuana. But it's more than that. We have a right to choose our medicine. We have a right to choose our doctors to prescribe what we want. It's an unalienable right that we're able to treat ourselves. And I wouldn't let any government entity or police officer or anybody tell you how you're going to treat your particular illness, or somebody that's sick or has cancer. Don't stop using cannabis because they say it's illegal or immoral or whatever. What was immoral is to allow people with illnesses to suffer and degrade and die without treatment by using cannabis. That's what's shameful. But we knew when medical marijuana would start that it would be hard on the patients, that it would be hard on the people providing as caregivers medical marijuana to the patients. And so it has. But we knew that the government would come down hard on it eventually. And I and many others are amazed that we got as far as we did, 14 states in the District of Columbia legalizing medical marijuana. And now the federal government has taken the initiative to try to close them down after so many years of success, after the Proposition 215 put forth by Dennis Perone in California. They're now trying to, like I say, make medical marijuana a prescription drug. But we do have a right to medical marijuana, our choice of doctors and our prescriptions. But more than that, we have a right to get high on whatever we want, with respect to the people around us, so that we don't endanger anybody. And we have a right to keep children away from marijuana by not allowing a black market corruption run by cartels in Mexico and Colombia and around the world. We have responsibility as adults to maintain our use of marijuana in a viable, legal way between consenting adults, to grow our own, to transfer without commercial. And this is a right that we all know deep down that we have. It started with the Harrison Act, the Uniform Narcotics Act in 1917, 1918. But got worse when Harry Anslinger lobbied Congress in 1937. I'm not going to go over the facts. But what I'm going to say is that the medical establishment was prohibited from even testifying at the 1937 hearings that made marijuana illegal nationally in the United States. They didn't want to hear from the doctors. They didn't want to hear from the patients. And I'm telling you, there was hundreds of pharmaceutical preparations with cannabis, you all well know it, before that, for hundreds of years, and even thousands of years before that. But what it's going to take to change law is perseverance, knowing the facts, being solid, act like responsible citizens, lobby, vote, go get registered, pick out the candidates, express to the organizations you're working with to find out who's in favor of medical marijuana in Georgia. By the way, when it passed in 1980 in Georgia, it passed almost unanimously. It was signed into law by then the governor, Zell Miller, a bunch of the very conservative Democratic Party in the state of Georgia saw their fellow legislators with cancer wasting away from chemotherapy and wanted to help. There wasn't very much opposition then. But the bureaucrats got in there, thwarted its success, thwarted its implementation, and now we're here to tell you that Georgia needs to implement the MMNA as soon as possible and relieve the suffering of medical patients. We need to expand the scope of this study from cancer, chemotherapy, and glaucoma to PTSD, to the hundreds of illnesses now that we know can benefit from medical marijuana. But let's get back again. We know there's an inherent right to use a plant that God gave us. No man can take asunder. No law can stop. It's my right to smoke a joint and get high. It's my right to grow a plant for pot so I can get high. And it's my right to transfer it to my friends that don't grow. Anyway, it's been a long war. I hear a lot of people today, young ones that don't know, come along latelys, no offense, who say marijuana's going to be legal in 5 years. And I smile. I love their enthusiasm and their naivete. There's billions against us. But we have millions of people with rational thought and who have a lot of friends who support them. So all I can say is persevere. Know the facts. Get organized. It's going to be a long war. Thank you.
Give it up for Paul Cornwell. Make some noise. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up. Let's legalize, people. Can you say it with me on the count of 3? Legalize. 1, 2, 3. Legalize. 1, 2, 3. Legalize. 1, 2, 3. Legalize. That's what's up. I love you. I love you. I love you all. We're going to keep it right moving along. We got Sundried vibes. They came in from South Carolina, Columbia. They've already rocked the show with us up there. They're amazing, incredible, incredible group. I want you to give it up for them. Make some noise for Sundried vibes!
I told you my speed was no ring.
Hey everybody, if y'all have not signed the petition yet, come over to this table right over here. We'll be more than happy to let you sign. We need everybody's signature and name and address and all that. The more we get, the better it is for everybody. Thank you.
Yeah!
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Everybody still hanging in there with us? We appreciate y'all being here. Appreciate y'all having us. We're all here for the same reason. And I don't know what your preferred method of smoking is. But here in Sundried, we like to smoke bowls. That's what we do. And if you've ever smoked a bowl, you have two options when you do that. Your first option, you grab your grinder, your best pair of scissors, 2 fingers, whatever it takes. You grind it up, you get it all nice and fine. Smooth it over the top, you know, just get it real nice. Your second option is what we like to call nugget. Why break that pretty bud up, man? Just enjoy it for what it is. Just slap it right on in there. Goes a little something like this. So grab the jug, grab the bucket, ain't got a lighter, grab a match and say fuck it. Pick up the bowl, just plug it. Don't break it up, homie, no, just nug it. Nug it, nug it, nug it, nug it. You know you love it when a homie just nug it. Nug it, nug it, nug it, nug it. You know you love it when a homie just nug it. So grab the jug, grab the bucket, ain't got a lighter, grab a match and say fuck it. Pick up the bowl, just plug it. Don't break it up, homie, nah, just nug it. Nug it, nug it, nug it, nug it. You know you love it when a homie just nug it. Nug it, nug it. You know you love it when a homie just nug it. You know you love it when a homie just nug it. Love it when a homie just nug it. So grab the jug, grab a bucket, ain't got a lighter, grab a match and say fuck it. Pick up the bowl, just plug it. Don't break it up, homie, nah, just nug it. Nug it, nug it. You know you love it when a homie just nug it. Nug it, dub it. You know you love it when a homie just nug it. You know you love it when a homie just nug it. Yeah. Song's called Revolution. For 40 nights, we'll have intention for something right. But as the dark still so light, I'm consumed by the ever-present right of the sight of this world spinning out of control. Nothing we can do here but just let go. Doubts and inhibitions, modern day superstition, you got to be living. You got to be living, you got to feel different, you got to be. Big and turn and run, revolution. It's just big and turn and run, no, turn and run, revolution. For it is only begun. Turn and run, we must fight as one. I hear this revolution.